What's up everybody, welcome to another camera comparison video. Today I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and Xiaomi 12S Ultra. Ultra versus Ultra. A lot of people have requested for many other camera comparison videos. I'm planning to do another camera comparison video between this Xiaomi 12S Ultra, Xiaomi 11 Ultra and Vivo X80 Pro. If you are interested in that video, if you want me to do that video, then please make a comment and let me know that you are interested. If I get enough comments, then definitely I will do this camera comparison video between Vivo X80 Pro, Xiaomi 11 Ultra and Xiaomi 12S Ultra. But today's video is all about Xiaomi 12S Ultra and Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm super excited about this video. I have spent more than weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I have taken almost all the photos twice or 3 times to make sure that I have taken the correct photos. I'm sharing the correct information with you. I have even taken some photos yesterday. I was about to release this video yesterday, but then I have noticed that there are some differences in Leica Vibrant, Leica Authentic. After an update, we have taken all the photos one more time to make sure that you are getting the correct information. Well, before we start the video, one moment for the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Mi4S Sports and Outdo. Thanks to Sports and Outdo for sponsoring this video. If you're interested in this product, you can get one of these earbuds, my favorite earbuds, for free. There is one giveaway. What you have to do is to make a comment with hashtag #HTTSquad and I will select a comment based on my affinity toward the comment. Please make a comment related to this video and put the hashtag #HTTSquad. Now it's time to start our camera comparison between Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and Xiaomi 12S Ultra. If you end up liking this video, then please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. What's up everybody, welcome to another camera comparison video. Today I have this Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and Xiaomi 12S Ultra. Check carefully which smartphone has rendered my skin tone correctly and which smartphone has better exposure, wider dynamic range. Colors are better in Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. It seems like Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra has a bit wider dynamic range, a bit better exposure, a bit better stabilization. Everything is a bit better on Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. S22 Ultra can record selfie videos in 4K, but Xiaomi 12S Ultra cannot. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra has better exposure, better dynamic range, and everything is truly a bit better, more eye-pleasing, and I cannot say it's natural because white balance is a bit warm on Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Anyway, you check carefully and let me know in the comment section below which one has done better. Before we start the camera comparison video, one request: if you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. I always try to provide my subscribers and regular viewers with updated, honest content, true content. So I wish that you will support this channel by subscribing to this channel. Xiaomi 12S Ultra got a Sony IMX989 50 megapixel main sensor and Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra got a Samsung ISOCELL HM3 108 megapixel main sensor. These days, pretty much all the flagships can take great pictures in daylight. All of these shots that you are seeing are taken in auto mode. To make things fair, I have taken photos into different moods. First, with scene optimization disabled in Samsung and Leica filter disabled in Xiaomi, and then scene optimization enabled in Samsung and Leica Vibrant in Xiaomi. Please note that the photos are taken in different days and in different times of a day. Dynamic range and color rendition is great on both. However, based on your filter and AI settings, both can reproduce either natural or vibrant photos. In general, both have managed to neutralize white balance. However, Xiaomi seems to have a bit warmer tone, slightly wider dynamic range, better exposure, and well-balanced highlights contrast ratio. In terms of detail, shadow, textures, and sharpness, most of the time you will find it very difficult to rule one better than the other, cause you will need to do heavy nitpicking and consider preferential differences. After heavily cropping in, it's noticeable that 12S Ultra has processed with more definition and it looks more more refined, but only a few people would do pixel peeping like this, and most of the people would only watch the photos on their smartphone display or screen. But the truth is, whatever you say, whatever you prefer, it is very hard to ignore that Xiaomi 12S Ultra has a lot more definition and lot better shadow detail. So Xiaomi 12S Ultra is definitely a better choice here. Time for ultra-wide photos. A weaker Sony IMX563 12-megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and a flagship class Sony IMX586 48-megapixel sensor on Xiaomi 12S Ultra. I am surprised to see that Xiaomi 12S Ultra actually produces better pictures with better color rendition and better exposure in Leica Vibrant rather than Leica Authentic. Anyway, there is another thing that has surprised me. That's Xiaomi 12S Ultra's ultra-wide photos have better color grading, white balance and tonal contrast than Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Truly, I didn't expect this type of difference. Well, other than these preferential factors, if we check detail, textures, shadow and dynamic range, then it is almost the same as those main sensor photos. However, Samsung ultra-wide photos are actually a bit behind than Xiaomi 12S Ultra. Both have produced vibrant and eye-pleasing photos, while Xiaomi 12S Ultra seems like a monster besides Samsung S22 Ultra. 12S Ultra has better exposure, wider dynamic range and more detail in the shadow. Altogether, I would prefer ultra-wide performance of this Xiaomi 12S Ultra over Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's a bit difficult to match and compare because none of these two smartphones have the same optical zoom range. Xiaomi 12S Ultra got a 5x periscope lens. Samsung S22 Ultra comes with a 3x zoom telephoto and a 10x zoom periscope lens. At 3x, S22 Ultra has optical zoom, 12S Ultra offers digital zoom. At 5x, 12S Ultra has optical zoom, S22 Ultra offers hybrid zoom, and at 10x, one more time, S22 Ultra has optical zoom, 12S Ultra offers hybrid zoom. So it's totally a mismatch. Let's check a set of 3x zoom photos. At a glance, it's very difficult to differentiate, but once we heavily crop in, we can notice a few differences. However, I would say the differences are almost negligible. Samsung S22 Ultra with its 3x zoom telephoto lens has managed to get only a bit more detail with better definition. However, 12S Ultra has really done well with its main sensor to grab enough detail and processed great digital zoom photos. I must say, kudos to Xiaomi for amazing post-processing. At 5x zoom and at 10x zoom, it's the same story. At 5x, Xiaomi 12S Ultra is slightly better, and at 10x zoom, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is marginally better. Considering the price and hardware, I would say this is a win for Xiaomi because it has fought well and even beaten S22 Ultra in most of the zoom photos. Let's wait for nighttime zoom photos. Let's see which one has done better. Let's start with human photos cause this is the segment where Xiaomi 12S Ultra has improved 10 times only after one update. Now think about what will happen if Xiaomi continues to improvise the stock camera algorithm with new updates. Truly, a few days ago when I have got the Chinese review unit of Xiaomi 12S Ultra, I was totally disappointed with its heavy beautification in human photos. But now, after the update, look at this. 12S Ultra has fought toe-to-toe with S22 Ultra. 12S Ultra human photos got a lot of detail on the subject, sharp textures, better color rendition. Also, do you notice that natural bokeh effect due to a bigger sensor? In Leica Vibrant mode, Xiaomi 12S Ultra increases vibrance, highlights and contrast, while in Leica Authentic mode, it tries to neutralize white balance, decrease saturation and tries to reproduce natural color tone. It's almost the same for Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra with scene optimization disabled in Samsung. White balance, color grading and saturation is pretty close to reality, but once we enable scene optimization, it adds synthetic processing. In terms of detail, textures and sharpness, both have done well, but I would say Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is a bit better. I like both the video clips recorded by these two smartphones. Both have reproduced nice, vibrant video clips with a lot of detail and crisp textures. But there are some subtle differences. The stabilization when moving is pretty similar on both the Xiaomi 12S Ultra and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, both doing a good job, but I think the Galaxy S22 Ultra might be slightly smoother. I need to mention that Xiaomi 12S Ultra has awesome combination of dynamic range and exposure in 4K 30 frames per second. There is amazing autofocus, and if you are doing a lot of action shots, Xiaomi 12S Ultra is a better choice, while Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is a bit better for landscape and natural videography. Anyway, I'm really a bit confused about white balance through this comparison. Sometimes S22 Ultra has kept the tone warm and sometimes Xiaomi has kept the tone warm. But in terms of detail and color grading, Xiaomi 12S Ultra wins this battle.
Shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain.
Xiaomi should have added a 50mm lens for portrait photography. Even if this 12S Ultra got a big main sensor, it's very difficult to compete with S22 Ultra's natural and amazing 3x zoom portrait photos. We have intentionally taken these portrait photos in very harsh lighting conditions. Xiaomi 12S Ultra has added heavy skin smoothing, skin fairness, and increased highlights. I'm really sad that Xiaomi is doing nothing to improvise portrait performance. Color grading and white balance both are similar in both the Xiaomi 12S Ultra and Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. But while Samsung has a very good ratio of contrast and brightness, Xiaomi has gone for brightness and vibrance. If we crop in and check detail, textures, sharpness, shadow, then Xiaomi 12S Ultra portrait photos look so very mediocre beside Galaxy S22 Ultra's amazing portrait photos. I must mention, in some harsh lighting conditions, Xiaomi 12S Ultra has better exposure, better dynamic range and contrast. The main aspects of portrait photos are way better in S22 Ultra. It has better edge detection and smooth edge cutouts. However, bokeh effect and subject isolation is similar in both the Galaxy S22 Ultra and Xiaomi 12S Ultra. It's the same old story. Samsung S22 Ultra offers the best selfie performance among all the Android smartphones. That's my personal opinion. But I think you'd agree without any hesitation that here, in this comparison, Samsung S22 Ultra has done way better than Xiaomi 12S Ultra. I don't think I have to point out the differences as it's clearly visible. Even at a glance, you can see the differences. I will leave these to you, but if you are confused whether beauty mode was enabled or not, then no. All type of beauty mode was disabled on both the devices. But it's true that in selfie portrait, Xiaomi 12S Ultra performed well, and at least it has managed to put up some fight. This is the toughest segment of this comparison. Usually flagship class Samsung Galaxy S series smartphones with optimized algorithm performs better than any other flagship smartphones. Last year, S21 Ultra has done as good as Vivo X70 Pro Plus, but this year, even if S22 Ultra is one of the best, Xiaomi has done even better. Cause Xiaomi 12S Ultra got one of the best sensors, Sony IMX989. In general, these two smartphones stood toe to toe, fought neck and neck, but surprisingly, in some tricky and harsh lighting conditions, Xiaomi 12S Ultra has done even better. Samsung has reproduced indoor photos with warmer color temperature, while Xiaomi has kept the tone cold. Both the 12S Ultra and S22 Ultra have managed to render almost true-to-life colors, but sometimes in different lighting environments, both have saturated the colors. Dynamic range, exposure, and contrast is usually a bit better in Xiaomi photos. However, As usual, Xiaomi performance is less consistent than Samsung. There are some preferential differences, and I really don't like highlights and contrast issues. It's very difficult to fix this type of issues. After checking these photos a few times, I think detail, textures and sharpness is similar. I wish Xiaomi will work hard to get rid of this red color issue whenever there is a red in the frame. 12S Ultra saturates it, while S22 Ultra has really struggled in tricky lighting environment. These video clips were recorded in 4K 60 frames per second. I have tried to record in 8K, but truly in low light 8K performance isn't something that you would like to try, especially if you're recording and walking. Better nighttime video is something that I'm missing out on Xiaomi 12S Ultra. I'm not saying that the 12S Ultra nighttime video is terrible or anything, but if you look close at the trees and the lighting, the detail level is much better on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. However, when I have walked into harsh lighting and more complicated scenarios, then things got a bit worse on S22 Ultra, and Xiaomi with Leica optimization has got a bit better result. Time for low light photos. Time to check DENS. If you are subscribed to this channel, then you may know about this. In low light photos, we check detail, exposure, noise and shadow. Remember that Galaxy S22 Ultra was released half a year ago and camera algorithm is truly optimized for its hardware. On the other hand, Xiaomi 12S Ultra has just got released and there are room for improvement through software updates. I have grabbed more than 100 photos, and after checking all the photos, I think the differences are almost negligible and preferential. As these are super flagships, I have tried to take photos in very harsh and awful lighting conditions. After heavily cropping in, we can clearly see the differences are almost negligible and preferential. Xiaomi has a bit better contrast and sharpness. Both have grabbed similar amount of detail, processed textures with clarity, and everything looks similar. On a smartphone display, it will be very difficult to find any quality-based differences. Only if we check on a bigger screen and do some pixel peeping, the differences gets visible. In some crazy and harsh lighting conditions, Xiaomi has managed to have very good exposure, and I really like that there is some kind of natural bokeh due to its bigger sensor. I have mentioned earlier, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra has a weaker sensor for ultra-wide photos. Xiaomi 12S Ultra has a much better Sony IMX586 48 megapixel sensor, but in reality, Samsung has done way better. Samsung has squeezed the most out of its hardware. It has better exposure, wider dynamic range, better color grading, and better shadow. But I would still go with Xiaomi 12S Ultra for ultra-wide photos. Why? Because Xiaomi 12S Ultra has more detail, photos are more refined, lens flare and noise issues are resolved after a beta update. At this moment, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra's ultra-wide photos may look a bit better, but we will need to check after a few updates applied on Xiaomi 12S Ultra. Xiaomi 12S Ultra's nighttime zoom photos are not as great as its daytime zoom photos, but at 5 times zoom range, it is clearly ahead of Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm not going to compare 3 times and 5 times zoom photos, cause in those segments, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is way better and almost humiliates Xiaomi 12S Ultra. I really don't know why all the brands cannot offer 2 different optical zoom lenses, one for 2.5 or 3 times zoom photos and another for 7.5 or 10 times zoom photos. Please make a comment and let me know which zoom range do you think is the sweet spot and mostly used by you. After watching through this video, which one would you select? I'm going with Xiaomi 12S Ultra. I believe that this type of camera comparison videos are unfair because Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is totally optimized, super optimized, and this smartphone is in its peak. But Xiaomi has just released Xiaomi 12S Ultra, so it will take a bit of a time to get this one optimized, and when it will get optimized, I believe this one will easily beat Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. But that's my personal opinion, that's what I hope. And at the same time, I know when this Xiaomi 12S Ultra will get super optimized, by that time Samsung will release Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra or something like that. So it's like a cycle. You have to choose your smartphone based on your budget, whether you can afford this device, based on your preferences, what type of things you prefer, and considering everything, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is my daily drive, but I'm gonna use Xiaomi 12S Ultra for some photography things, especially nature and landscape photography. Well, that's my verdict, but I wanna know what do you think. Also, there is a giveaway. I'm gonna give away one of these Mi 4S earbuds. If you're interested, then make a comment with hashtag HTT Squad. And if you have liked this video, then you know what you have to do. Please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Support honest content.
I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing.